And the mercury fillings in the mouth, the mercury comes out, gets into the blood, damages the arterial wall. Mold. If you're in a moldy house, mold is toxic to the body. It can get into the blood and it can also damage the arteries. Okay, students, who's going to plug up the holes? LDL, and that's exactly what it does. It does exactly what God designed it to do, because if it doesn't plug up the holes, we bleed into the tissues and basically turn into bruise and eventually die. But the people don't realize that that fabric softener that they're putting into their towels and then drying themselves and the skin's taking in that chemical, they're not realizing that the creams they put on their faces, particularly ladies, be careful of the perfumes. You can get some beautiful essential oil mixes rather than go to the toxic perfumes. They don't realize that the clothes they're wearing, nap, and you will not nap well if you're trying to sleep with these clothes. Nylon, acrylic, and polyester. These are 3 fabrics that were created in a chemical laboratory. Did you hear that? Created in a chemical laboratory. And in landfills, they're not breaking down. They're chemicals. But what's the worst is when they go on our body, especially if you're exercising, your pores open, the fabric gets hot, you start to absorb those chemicals. So please be careful what's touching you. It's usually ladies, because ladies like the pretty things. So men, it's usually cotton underwear, cotton shirt, cotton undershirt, cotton jeans, whereas the ladies with their pretty things, the pretty 90s, the pretty... A lady said to me, my daughter came home with a little pretty nightie her girlfriend had given her. She said, I looked at it and said, oh no, it's polyester, you can't wear this. What's the little 7-year-old girl going to do? Yeah. I said, no, we have to handle it a little differently. That's a very precious little nightie to that little girl now. So you say, oh, it's so pretty, sweetheart. Oh, it's just a pity that it's made with chemicals. I'll tell you what, the little one's looking disappointed. Let's go to Joann's and you can choose a pretty fabric made out of cotton or rayon. Rayon's made out of wood pulp, or viscose. Viscose is made out of bamboo. And it's worth buying a sewing machine, ladies, okay? Buy a pattern. I can't make anything without a pattern, and make 2 pretty nighties, and she can give one of those to her girlfriend. So you got to be careful. You don't want to make enemies of your children. You got to win them.